to the Vintage Oaks. It's been a little while. Well, it feels like it's been a little while. I think it's been about a week. So yeah, maybe it has been a little while. Maybe it's been more than a week. I'm not entirely sure. So it feels like reminder, we're not using GPS, are we? No, we're not. So let's get back to work on here. Can use cruise control though. Okay. Game sound is a little loud there on the old Combine. So I'll be back in 1 second. I'm just going to adjust. That should be a little bit better. So what's the plan for today? We've skipped ahead to September 2. The clock's running on times 10. I actually thought I had finished harvesting this field last time. I hadn't. It got dark and it rained. So, yeah, the case is still working on liming the field. Auto drive's actually kicked in by the looks of it and is taking the case back to the farm to fill up with lime. I had actually, because I thought we'd finished this field for the Combine, I had put the lorry ready and waiting at the next field. So kind of hoping that we can actually fit what's left on this field in the Combine, because I was expecting to be moving across to the other field to get courseplay going. Not the case. Case, I know. It's been a long old day. So it's Monday, the day before you're seeing this video, if all things go to plan. So, yep. I would like to say it's been a better day mentally. It sort of has, except work's been incredibly stressful today. Work's going to be very stressful for the next month, unless, again, the stars align and I get things going well. Today was a good day at work, but I've got a lot going on. So, yeah. It's one of those things where you might not have it in the job that you do, but generally in the job that I do, things tend to get pushed up against deadlines, and then in the last month or so, things get really busy as you try and get everything finished for the deadline. That's where I'm at the moment. So, yeah. Didn't sleep great last night because I was thinking about the fact that I needed to get into work today and get a bunch of stuff organized, which I did, but I still need to actually get the stuff done. And it's not just a case of me doing the stuff, it's a case of other people doing the stuff as well. So, yeah. Anyway, that's enough of talking about that. So it's Monday. I'm in a rather wonderful little hotel. It appears to have internet that should hopefully be fast enough to upload this video. I'm starting recording it early enough that I should be able to get it edited and rendered to upload it. So we'll see how it goes. And I think this might be the first outing of this recording setup. So I am using the setup that I got myself when I was really intent on getting more into streaming. And it accounts for the fact that currently when I stream off of my laptop, and because with Mrs. D's health problems, I'm generally sat downstairs in the armchair. So, and I generally stream off of my laptop. And at the moment, my current laptop can struggle a little bit with streaming. I have plans to upgrade that, but that's quite a big expense. So I have spoken about this setup, but I've not really used it a lot because I didn't really get all the way through setting it up. I'm most of the way there now, and so I built myself a mini PC. It's been away with me a few times, but I've only really used it for editing and not too much for gaming, but we're gaming on it. So yeah, it's kind of cool. It's not too loud. It's actually much quieter than the laptop is. The performance is pretty good. It's built from, again, I have spoken about this before, but I recycled a lot of the parts from the computer that I built when the laptop had to go away to be repaired. So that's where the processor and the memory came from. Not the motherboard, because it's a mini PC, right? An ITX PC. Graphics card was an eBay hunting job, and yeah, I have brought 2 portable monitors, so they're like laptop screens essentially. And the idea is that when I'm at home, it fits in my laptop bag, so that's kind of the cool thing. It's kind of heavy, but you know, the idea is that I can move it around. So generally at the moment it lives upstairs under my desk. Not used that often. I occasionally use it for doing extra video renders when one computer to render videos isn't enough. Yep, it's actually the computer that I do. If you're a Timberborn fan, the supercut videos, which are like 6 or 8 hours long, I use this computer to render those so that I can do other stuff on other computers. Anyway, yeah, it fits in my laptop bag, so I can travel with it. But also, the idea is that I can bring it downstairs. I made a little like tray table board thingy that I can put one of the monitors on and a keyboard. I'm used to having a mouse on the arm of the chair anyway. I'm used to having, when I stream off the laptop, a side monitor on the arm of the chair on the other side. So basically I get better performance computer, and it's a bit quieter. I won't have the heat of the laptop. So that's the theory of why I did this. The execution has struggled because I find streaming really difficult. So I've not done a lot of it lately because it's really hard for me. Mentally, I find it really challenging, on top of, you know, dealing with the headaches and stuff. So yeah, this is easier. I hope so. Once I've got through this really stressful period at work, which is going to be about a month or so, I'm hoping to get back to it more regularly, because it was fun when I do it. When I can get through some of the mental hurdles, it's good fun. Yeah. But for now, this is my thing. I enjoy this. I quite like it when I can do these, you know, when I'm playing and talking, and I've been trying to do the Oaks video, the vintage Oaks videos like that. And I'm going to try and stick to that if I can. I had actually hoped to record this video yesterday. That would have been Sunday. So this was done and uploaded before I went away. But last night I was not feeling good. I was not feeling good. Yeah. That's a combination of stress and the headaches and the drugs, and yeah. Prescribed drugs, by the way. Prescription medication. I'll be okay. I will be okay. It's one of those things where I've just got to get through it and get stuff done, and it'll go away, and I will be okay then. The frustrating thing with this is it seems to happen in summertime, and you know, it's kind of the time when you want to relax and have holiday, and I'm not going to be having a holiday from work until probably October now. Which kind of sucks. We don't have any holiday planned at the moment, so that's not a problem, because otherwise it would affect my enjoyment of a holiday that we had planned, if we had a holiday planned. Right, let's have a quick peek at the map whilst we're doing this, because I want to see the status of the liming. might take a little while to update. So maybe we won't do that. Let's pause for a sec. And let's see if the map wants to update. Let's turn off the weeds. And please show me the light. We're doing okay on that, actually. We're doing okay. So, yeah. You might be curious why there's a bit of lag like that. So, it might have shown up. I mentioned that I was playing Farm Sim for fun. Did I mention that? I've been playing Farm Sim for fun in 2 places. And one of them is on the Vintage Oaks. And because I wanted to play on here, and I'm going to try and weave it into this. But I have a little farm on here. And so I've turned this game into a multiplayer game. And that's why there was a bit of lag updating the map. So it's not multiplayer or anyone else who's going to multiplayer on it. It's multiplayer just for me. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do a little cutting so that I can get the combine into the field. Common sense would suggest that actually we should, let's stick the auger out. Let's go jump in the lorry. Someone left it running. Who would have done that? When a person leaves their vehicles running all the time, eh? And we're going to see if we can back the lorry into there and meet up with the auger and empty the combine before we start course play. I should have turned the combine off because that's incredibly loud for me. For you, I will have edited the sound so it won't be so incredibly loud. The plan is to put course play on, but to put course play on combine self unload. So we're going to need to have the lorry parked in the field. And we're going to see how that works. And then I'm going to jump in the baler and get the straw baled. That's my plan. That's the job that I wanted to do today. Was to bale the straw. So. And I figured I'll get that. It's a nice view back across the field there, isn't it? I'll get the straw baled while courseplay empties this field of its grain. That's how it works, isn't it? Yeah. So let's close that. It's been a while since I've used combine self unload. There is a video for that. Alright, no course. Okay, so I think maybe 5 headlands. We're going to start on the headland. We're going to do a big old overlap. We're just going to do up downs because it's going to do self unload. We don't need a field margin. We need to go into options. And I'm not sure where it'll be in here, probably. Combine settings. Top line, combine self unload, activate. And now lost the course generator, so we'll go back there. So 5 smooth, 15% up down, automatic. Generate me a course, please. Course play. And show. First waypoint. Off you go. So I just need to remember in a bit to come back and put the actually the other thing we should do is come into here, harvesting. This is field 170, so save course, field 171, combine 6 meters. But yeah, we just need to remember to come back and put in the, actually put it there, couldn't we? That would work. Realism is key, folks. Remember, we don't tab between vehicles. You might have actually seen me just tab between vehicles. We run. So we need to plough this field, which is fine. So I did say in the last video, if you remember, all the way back then, it was a while ago, about getting some contractors in to do the ploughing. And that's what I was hinting at with my other save. That save has lots of little tractors and a little kit because that's how I like playing sometimes. And we're going to use those to do the ploughing of the 2 meadows. Just because it's more convenient. Yeah. I did also say, did I not, that I'd been playing on 2 different things for fun. The other one of those, and I don't think he's going to mind me mentioning because he's been posting about it in my Discord, so I hope he doesn't mind. Monarchs, friend, what are you doing? Why are you not filling up? Because it's probably empty. Bye. Yes. There we go. Remember, folks, realism is key. No tabbing. Monarchs, friend of mine, supporter of the channel for a long time, is on my Discord. Has made a map. It's awesome. It's a Dutch map. He sent it over to me at the weekend and we're having a little bit of a play. He's been sharing pictures of the development of it over on my Discord for a while. It's his first ever map. It's his first ever attempt at modding, I believe, or, you know, beyond tinkering with mods. It's awesome. It's a really nice looking map. You need to put down the pickup for your baler, sir. Really helps. Yeah, it's a really nice map. He's close to having it finished, and yeah, he's sent it to a few of us to have a little bit of a test, have a little bit of a look around, and he has said that he is happy for me to show it off to you guys at some point soon. So yeah, we'll be doing a little bit of a preview of that at some point. It's a really nice little map. I say little map because it's not a full 2x2 map. But I quite like that. I quite like the smaller maps. Yeah. It's done a really good job of making it a nice, detailed little map. And yeah, I think people will enjoy it. It's very different to the kind of maps that I've played in the past. I have played on one Dutch map. You guys never got to see it. It was the... I set it up originally as my map that I was going to play with Mace Plus. For my first one, it was the series that ended up being the Attingham series. But it was around the point where my laptop broke and got sent off to be repaired, and Attingham came out about that point, and so I ended up doing Attingham. But yeah, it's Monarchs' map is a really nice little map. It's for a first ever mapping project as well. It's really impressive. So yeah, hopefully be showing that off to you maybe at some point this week. That will be down, you know, to when it's at a completely finished point. Yeah, it's a very nice little map, and hopefully he doesn't mind me mentioning it. He has been showing it off on Discord, so should be okay. Yeah. What else have we got to chat about? Straw. Now, I don't particularly watch Ollie blogs much these days. There's only so many hours in the day for watching YouTube videos, and at the moment, I'm kind of into watching Christopher Rod and his XCOM 2 series. I am way behind because he releases an hour-long video a day, and it's so inconsiderate when people release a video a day and it's quite long. Yeah, I know. How people have time to watch even all the content that I create, I don't know. But anyway, how I have time to create the content I create, I don't know, but yeah. So I've been watching that, and I've been watching I've been watching Skystorm Timberborn videos. If you don't watch Timberborn, you probably don't care about that either. But I don't have, I kind of haven't watched Ollie blogs in a little while, but I still get notifications and recommendations. And I saw on his the Real Country File videos, I think he was talking about straw prices, and I assume straw prices at the moment in the UK must be really good, because the local farm to me never normally seems to bale their straw. When I went out for a run on, or was it a walk? Can't remember if it's when I went running or when I went for a walk. But the end of last week, they had harvested most of their fields, if not all of their fields. But very unusually, there were 2 huge stacks of bales in the field, and there were more bales waiting to be cleared. So given that they don't normally even bother baling the straw, I assume that straw is worth a lot at the moment. Other farmers nearby do bale their straw. There are a few farms nearby that have some pretty huge straw barns that are usually getting full at this time of year. But the farm closest to me almost never bothers baling their straw. And this year they have. So I assume straw prices are good. I don't know. Yeah. Anywho, I'm going to get some of this done because I've been rambling away for 20 odd minutes. And then I'll come back and I have at least one more thing to ramble away to you guys about. I've just jumped across to the combine because it is basically full. So I thought we'd watch and see how it does with the self unload, because as I say, it's been a really long time since I've used this mode, and I was curious how well it would handle things. Now it's 4 headlands deep, so it's got plenty of room to work, so it should be okay for this. It's actually cracking on quite nicely. Now the slightly weird thing for me is playing on ×10. It doesn't feel like I've been playing for very long, and we're halfway through the day. Now that's the point of this for me. I want this game to go quickly. If that means we're struggling to get jobs done, that's fine. We need to get more kit. We need to get more workers going. I mean, getting that huge field lined, that tractor's still got an hour to go. You know, it's just going to take, it might take us the whole month to get that field lined at this rate. I don't care. It can just work away in the background doing the job that it needs to do. That's just how this save is going to work. It's completely different for me, but with not much time, there we go, with not much time left in FS22, this is an interesting experiment, and it might be how I go into FS25. More days in the month, faster days, videos where I try and stick to a day of gameplay, and we see how it works out. So I'm really pleased that this has worked. We'll see how they get on with getting this emptied and getting the I've got to take that earpiece out. I've got the sound playback as quiet as it will go. As regulars will know, if you're not a regular, if you're just watching because this is the Vintage Oaks, I am very sound sensitive. It's part of the neurodivergence that I live with, and I generally play without game sound. Yeah, but that worked really well. If they can get back and carry on going, it doesn't feel like it's going to take too long to get this done. It will probably be the rest of the game day it will take to combine this little field, but that's just fine if we can get the other field, rest of the other field bailed in this game day, I'll be a happy man. I'll be a happy man. Well, as happy as I ever am, you know. Regulars will also know I'm a bit of a grumpy arse. So let's tabbing. Realism is key. Realism is key. So yeah. Yeah. If you're not a regular, you will learn I can be a bit grumpy. So there are some things that just really irritate me, and I am pretty much at the point, and I always have been actually, where if people irritate me, I just will stop interacting with them. So yeah, and I have a thing where pretty much on my YouTube videos, if people leave a comment, I will try and respond to just about everything. You know, it might just be a thanks or whatever. My channel's grown a lot lately. I think this week I'm going to hit 7,000 subscribers, which is insane. But I still like to try and reply to every comment. But there are certain things which really annoy me because they're unnecessary. And if you're one of those people that ends up annoying me with unnecessary things, you're very likely that you'll just get blocked. And so if your comments are consistently not being answered, that probably means you've just been blocked. So, yeah. And there have been a few lately that have been added to that list because they've annoyed me. And I just don't want to see you. So, yeah. Seeing as you're back, because it seems like you're staying, you seem to be hanging around. You know, I don't know why. I don't know why you're here. Genuinely, some days I don't know why people watch my videos. I'm not the most charismatic and inspiring person, but I'm me, and some of you seem to like me. Anyway, let's not go there. The other thing that I was going to talk about today is that Farms in Briscoe has done an update to the vintage oaks. I had this plan. I was going to be all organized. I was going to have the changelog up. I have not updated the map yet. I intend to. My intention is to wait until I have harvested all of my fields and I've got the save game at a point where I can just... So, because... Go back a step. The update has those magic words on it. Needs a new save. So my intent is to get the save game to a point where I can create a new save and then very easily, with minimal impact, do most of the changes I need to do with F12. So I want to get the fields harvested and at a fairly benign state. The only thing I will have to do is re-add in the bale shed that I've made and any bales we've created. That's fine. That's not a problem. I might actually leave all the straw bales in the field because then I can clear them, stack them back in the shed. Not sure yet. We'll see. So what has changed? Farms in Briscoe's added traffic. People seem really keen on adding traffic. I'm one of those people who will probably turn it off. I'm not a fan of playing with traffic. I like playing in my empty world. He has dealt with the issue with cutting down oaks in that basically he's made it so you can't cut them down. So there is an issue where if you... I think he's messed around with the oak trees that are on the map, and if you cut them down, it broke your save game. And so he's made it so you can't cut them down now. So he fixed that. He has added in a few new bale sell points, and he's also added silage bales to one of the other bale sell points to help with selling silage bales. But to get the new silage bales, just to get the new bale sell points, you need a new save. So I'm going to wait and do that all in one hit. So I haven't updated the map yet. It also fixes the ridge in the field that I have over there. Oh, look at that. There goes the case. Look, there's traffic. And it's a tractor. That's one of the reasons that I'm not a fan of having traffic on, because I like to use auto drive, and traffic and auto drive don't always play nicely together, so I'd rather have auto drive than traffic. Personal opinion, you know, it's up to you. Ultimately, it's your save game. you can do what you want with it. Yeah. So I think, I don't know actually. And you might not be here for updates on things like that, but there's a pretty good chance that if there is a Terra Life English stream this week, it either won't include me or it won't be on Thursday, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be in the office on Thursday, and that means I probably won't be home from work until about 7 or 8 o'clock at night, and I'll be ready to curl up in the chair and listen quietly to YouTube rather than interact with human beings, because human beings can be strange, or aliens, you know. That is, there is an alien involved, obviously. It's called Paul. Doesn't look like the other alien, Paul, that there's probably trademarks involved with. No. Speaks German and English, thankfully, because I don't speak German. But anyway, yeah, as I said, work's very busy, and I'm probably going to be in the office on Thursday this week, which probably means if there is, well, it does mean if there is an English stream on Thursday, it will be with an alien, not with a Disturbed. I know that's probably really frustrating for you guys, but, you know, one of the things that I do pays my bills, and it's not this. So, you know, maybe if that 7,000 had 100 in it, it would be paying my bills, but not at the moment. And actually, I don't think I would ever want. So no disrespect to professional YouTubers, you know. It's cool. I'd find it really hard to give up my day job to do this. Because I would be really concerned that one day it would all vanish. So yeah, even if I, you know, had a big enough YouTube channel that I could not work, I probably still would. Not that I think that's ever going to happen, you know. I'm under no illusion that I will remain a small, but I still consider myself a small YouTube channel. I maybe will end up as a medium YouTube channel, but this is a hobby for me. I wouldn't want it to become a job, I don't think. I don't remember, someone in the distant past, you know, it was like, I bet you want to be like Daggerwin one day, and A, that's a bad example. B, no, I don't think I would want to be a professional YouTuber. And I certainly wouldn't now, because I've met people in the real world, and therefore people know who I am. I think Daggerwin does a really good job as a professional YouTuber of remaining somewhat anonymous. Which is probably a good thing, but no, I've been saying about how stressful my job is, but I actually enjoy most of my day job, and I like the stability of my day job, and I wouldn't want the instability of a YouTube channel, you know. I mean, you have the, you know, like with Mr. CDP, he wants to play other video games, and then people complain when he plays other video games and makes content out of them, and because it's his job, he can't. And that's, yeah, I wouldn't want that. I like the fact that I can play with my beaver. Stop laughing at the back, children, because it's fun. But it's not what my YouTube channel was created from. So yeah, no, I wouldn't want to be a professional YouTuber. It'd be nice if, you know, I had more subscribers and it made more money, because I have, you know, have I said on here? I don't know if I've said on here. Maybe I won't say on here. I have, you know, goals and things that I talk about on the Patreon videos. And if you want to learn about what those are, you should join Patreon. And then you could hear about it on the videos that I do for the patrons. Look at that segue to our sponsor. No, there are no sponsors. No, there are things I talk about in the videos that I do for Patreon that are not spoken about always on here. So, yeah. While we're at it, thank you to the patrons and the YouTube channel members. You guys are all awesome. I really appreciate the support that I get there. If you're interested in any of that, there are links down below. Well, there's a button for YouTube. There's a link for Patreon. And I'm just making a note of that so that I remember to add in the rest of the stuffs while we're doing it, so I can do it in one hit, because it makes my life easier when I'm editing this video in a little while. If you're interested in picking up a copy of FS25, then you should think about using Giant's partner code DISTURBED, because you end up making me 0.1% happier. And that's a good thing, isn't it? You want to do that. There was a QR code on the screen. I'll have put up Disturbed on the screen in case you forgot, and there'll be a link down below. And that's the end of the ads for today's video. I am obliged by content creator law to include those, as I am obliged to include the like, subscribe, comment stuff. And if I've done it now, I'll try and remember not to do it at the end. Anyway. I actually do enjoy most of the comments that people make, because either they're helpful or it's nice when people say they enjoy watching the videos, because, you know, it makes me feel good when people enjoy watching what I spend hours doing. Either they find it helpful when it's a tutorial, or they find it entertaining when I'm sat here in a hotel room on my own, looking at myself in a mirror, and that's horrible. Talking to myself, which is weird, you know. But hey, I'm playing a video game that I really enjoy, and you guys seem to enjoy watching me play a video game. If you had... This is weird, isn't it? If you had told me when I was, I don't know, in my early 20s, because I think back then YouTube wasn't really a thing, because that was 20 something years ago, that I'd be sitting playing a video game about farming, and I'd have a few hundred people that enjoyed watching me play a video game about farming. I'd have said you were nuts. And you know, and I'm curious how you guys stumbled across this stuff. I mean, I remember I think I started finding video game stuff like this through looking up tutorials about how you do stuff in video games, and that, you know, turned into seeing stuff on Twitch and watching people play video games on Twitch, and then watching Twitch replays on YouTube, and then that turned into YouTube recommending stuff, I guess. I think that was the process. And then like Googling video games that I enjoyed playing, and eventually having, think of your words. So I was just looking at OBS, and I can't tell if OBS has the color filter over it that I record these videos with or not automatically. That might save me an editing job if it has, because I don't think I've got that on this computer. Anyway, wow. I wish my brain would start working properly. Yeah, and then I have told this story before. I used to watch a creator called SimUK who played other simulation games. I can't remember the game that I used to play. It might have been Stormworks. I can't remember. Anyway, And then he played Farm Sim. And then instantly I got recommended Daggerwin. And back then his stuff was good. Did I say that? And it spiraled from there. And I remember thinking, there's no way I'm going to like playing a game about pretending to be a farmer. And the rest, as they say, is history. How smart is Courseplay? It's very smart. But it'd have been even smarter if it had decided to go empty there when it was 95% full. Courseplay's got 6 minutes left. This could work out rather spectacularly well, couldn't it? Because I've got 3 swaths left to bale. And my head's starting to hurt more. I think we've got about a 40-minute video. And that would be rather nice. I haven't had dinner yet, which might be why my head's hurting. So I could get this video wrapped up. I could do it getting it edited, actually. I could get this video edited, get it rendering, go get some food. I need to play with my beavers tonight as well, though. Well, or not. I might have to skip that. I actually wanted to make 3 videos tonight. And I'm coming to the end of making one. And my head is saying that you've done enough tonight, Mr. Disturbed. You've done enough. And unfortunately, my head does control things. And it's generally not a good idea to push through and fight it. I do occasionally, but generally not the best idea. So let's... No, not that one. Pick that up, switch that off. We'll spin around. We'll do a little spinneroony. Anyone? Anyone? Beulah? Mr. Farquhar. I bet if you're watching, I bet you remember a spinneroony. I bet you do. I bet you do. And we'll trundle up to the next field. And we'll just spend a few minutes doing a little bit of bait. Oh, has it got stuck? In that case, because we're going to get in the case. I know. Even with my head hurting, some would say I am a comic genius. Definitely not Mrs. Disturbed. Definitely not. We will unload the combine. I should really put this on Courseplay, actually, so that I could put baler on Courseplay. Or I could just bale the last bit of the field myself as well. That would work. That would work. It's like 3 rows, I think. Yeah. Man up. Do it yourself. Do a bit of work for a change. I think it's weird that workers, because Courseplay is a worker, don't leave tyre marks. Oh, the case is off to refuel itself now. Doing everything. I wonder if... It's refilled with lime and then having to go and refuel. I'm not going to watch that. It can just do its thing, do you know? It can just do its thing. Now, I know I did say just a few moments ago that we were going to do a video per day. But I really cannot. Right, he's going to go and refill the farm. Awesome. Horseplay and court. Horseplay? Horseplay and auto drive. That's so clever. I'm going to finish this harvest and we are done because my brain is frazzled. Yep. That might be it for tonight, folks. That might be it for tonight. I am really enjoying playing on here, though. I am really enjoying playing on here. I really hope, if you're watching Mr. Briscoe, no pressure. FS25, you know, be lovely. Be lovely. Be very nice to see this map appear in FS25. Oof. Yeah, the old brain is kind of frazzled. I think I might be a bit dehydrated, actually. Something I got really bad at when I'm in work is drinking enough water. Because something I've got really bad at when I'm in work is taking a water bottle in with me, or keeping a water bottle at my desk in work. So I think I've only had about a litre or a litre and a half of water today, which is not sufficient to keep one adequately hydrated. So I'm going to address that, and that might help. Yeah, I think that might be part of the problem. I used to keep bottles of water in the car. I used to keep a slab of bottled water in the car. Yes, Greta would hate me. Greta would hate me anyway. I eat lots of meat. But I stopped doing it because I found that I don't know why. But I found that it felt like the bottled water was almost like I was having a slight allergic reaction to it, which is really weird because it's water. I know, you're right, that's stupid, and it could have been a brand thing or something, but yeah, so I stopped doing it. But it's something that I need to address. Anyway, we are done for today. Because I am done. My head hurts. My neck hurts because this is not quite the most uncomfortable chair I have sat in. It's the most uncomfortable chair I have sat in today. This is very unergonomic. So I am going to drink some water. I'm going to take some painkillers. I'm going to go and get some food. And I am going to chill out for a bit. So thank you for watching, folks. I hope you have enjoyed me ramble away for the last 45 minutes. And I will see you all next time.